Around the world, leaders are awakening to the fact that, quite simply, people are important to the success of their business. And that power, though, is now with employees. These simple to see? Maybe not for some companies. Welcome to this BVTV Trilogy, coming to you from the UK Studios of BizVision. I'm your host, Malcolm Gallagher. Now, the Great Resignation in the USA, with millions leaving their jobs, often with no job to go to, has resonated around the world and continues to cause both an HR worry and an operational concern for businesses and organizations. Professionalism in recruitment is, I personally believe, one answer. So I am taking you to meet an acknowledged expert, the founder and CEO of AHA Recruiting Experts. Welcome, Andrea Hoffer. Hello, Andrea.
Hi, Malcolm. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, this is my first time I've done a threesome interview. Me, you, and your dog. Right. That's going to be really great, isn't it? I am so looking.
Might have a lot to say.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. He'd probably tell me, oh, he says, that Malcolm's barking mad. Something like that, you know. Andrea, even in this trilogy of 3 videos, we can't solve what is a major worldwide problem, but we can explore your expertise about what leaders and their HR departments should be doing. And I think that is that they need to think employee, get into the mindset of the talent they want to attract. So in episode 1, let's look at it through the eyes of an employee. Today, they want to find a company whose culture matches their own thinking. So how should a person go about finding that right fit culture? And by inference, let's trust companies watching are learning themselves what they should be doing to get on the radar of the prospective talent. So over to you, Andrea.
Great. Thank you, Malcolm. So the first thing I tell candidates is really the same thing I tell companies. Know what you want. And sometimes that takes a little discovery work. Really thinking about, what do you like about past jobs? What have you not liked about past jobs? What parts of the job did you like, but what parts of the culture did you like or didn't like? What are you looking for in a supervisor, in a leader? And once you really get a feel for what you're looking for and what will make you happy, then go out and find it. Do your research. Now, if a company is good, they put some of that in the posting in a very clear way that speaks to the person they're looking for. But sometimes they don't have that extra help, and the posting may not be as easy to tell what they're looking for and what their culture is like. So do your research on social media. See how they show up on the different social media channels. Find out who works there and send them a message saying, I'm thinking about, applying for a job at your company. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's like to work there? And most importantly, when you do get an interview, ask questions. I can't tell you how many candidates say, nope, I know everything. I'm like, really? Here are people who would be your potential coworkers. Ask them what they like about working here and what they don't. What are their challenges? What is the boss like? Who's going to be my boss? What are they looking for in an employee? That is your opportunity to really learn what the culture is about before you step your foot in the door and make that commitment.
Yeah. I'm with you that some companies that don't actually show their culture because I don't think they actually know their culture in many cases.
That is very true. We do a lot of work with companies, helping them to get a feel for who they need and what they have to offer. I say to clients and potential clients constantly, we're not even going to place an ad for you or go out and look for a candidate until we help you figure out what you really want. And we do that by asking a lot of questions. We love stories. Tell us about the best employee you've ever had. And don't talk in generalities. Give us specifics. What did this person do? Think of a story that sticks in your head that, wow, when they did that, you were like, I know I have the right person. Or the opposite. Those stories sometimes are easier to remember, unfortunately, but they do give you clues into what you're truly looking for. and then making sure that you put that out there in your social media and everything you do in attracting talent, so that you only attract the people who would be a good fit. And more importantly, so that you can recognize the right fit.
Yeah. Do you think companies have changed enough to be able to put into their advertising, or however they're going to do their recruitment material, the fact that they may be a conscious business, that they are a compassionate business, as distinct from, the erring towards the emotional intelligence side rather than just the technical skills element?
That's a difficult question. We work with mostly small to mid-sized growing companies. So anywhere from 5 employees to, we have a client with 1,200 employees. And they are becoming very conscious of this. And one of the reasons is they're forced to, right? Because now they can't compete with the best talent on money. They just don't have the funds that some of these larger corporations may be able to offer. So they need to compete on that culture. And I think they're winning the talent, the talent war, at least with the clients that I come in contact with the small business owners I come in contact with, the ones that are really focusing on their culture and what they need. They're attracting the best talent. I'll share with you, I think just about every one of our team members took a pay cut to come work for AHA. And we have an amazing team. Every day I thank the stewards out there for this team. And it's because we work very hard on the culture, and we know we need to, because we can't pay what a large recruitment firm pays. And I'm seeing more and more small to mid-sized businesses focus on that and get coaches and join networks where they learn about how to develop a culture that will work for them.
Yeah, you've got to applaud those type of people, those businesses, though, haven't you? Where the leaders have had the foresight to make the change. And it's the big companies that are not making the change that I suspect will be the ones that may not be around for the future.
Could be, if they can't, they can't compete for the talent and they can't function without good employees, then in the future, how are they supposed to be successful?
Yeah. I always remember, Andrea, that I was doing a presentation, and and I'm saying that people make profits is one of my sort of sayings there. And there was this academic there, and says, "You're totally wrong, Malcolm. It's brands that make profits." And I said, "No, people make profits." We fell out in the end, but never mind. Thanks, Andrea. Now let's give viewers and listeners details of your URL, your website address, which obviously viewers you can see on the screen behind me. But for listeners, let me spell it out to you. It's all the W's dot AHA recruitingexperts.com, recruitingexperts.com. Now, Andrea's written 2 books. The first one is called The New Customer, and the second one, which you can see on the screen behind me, you can find it at Amazon and places like that, is called Hire. And if you go to her website, again, you see the address there, you can download The New Customer for free in ebook format. In episode 2, I'm going to ask Andrea to spill the beans on the secrets of hiring and getting hired. So should we do that, Andrea?
Sounds like a plan to me.